I recognize the Leader of the Official Opposition.
First of all, thank you, Governor and Trudy, for coming here today to speak to us and address our Assembly, and it reminds me of what a great relationship we've had. I'm one of those Canadians that had a father born in the United States and a mother born in Canada, and so that border is even more blurred for my family and my ancestors. I would suggest, though, Governor, that perhaps we could have a bipartisan committee rather than me debate with you which one of my grandchildren is better looking than yours. On behalf of the opposition, we welcome you to British Columbia, and we look forward to the continued relationship as we meet again on the traditional territories of the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations. We have a really long and standing relationship with Washington State and British Columbia, and having been a Seahawks season ticket holder for over 15 years at one point in my life, there is one other sport you guys didn't mention. And it was a couple of disappointing plays in that night, last night, that I'm pretty sure you're aware of. But they are really liked in British Columbia as well, Governor, as well as your baseball team. We share a history and a geography. We've been built by the Resource Center and Immigration. That's why our citizens in our countries deserve access from people from outside our countries to come and help build the future for the United States and for Canada, because that's what built us in the first place. So the decision to move to not allow that would be a shame for any country, both either or ours. We have a shared history, as I said. We have a shared border. I represented a riding for many years that had a border at the Aldergrove border crossing that's been expanded in cooperation with the U.S. to move goods and services and people efficiently. And we have a desire to see our tech sectors grow, creating jobs for the next generation, as well as our resource sector, and working together, particularly on the environment, and to push back on climate change. These shared experiences allow us to find ways to work together. And as we do that, we need to do a couple things. We need to ensure that our relationship is such that we continue to move goods and services across our borders in a trade relationship that isn't a protectionism, but one that actually protects the millions of jobs in British Columbia, but the millions of jobs that are represented in over 60% of the states in the United States of America because of the trade between our two countries. I'm proud of the partnership our successive BC governments have had in British Columbia with Washington State. I enjoyed a couple of joint cabinet meetings with our former government in the U.S., in your state, and also that opportunity let us learn more and share the perspectives, things that led some of the things that we've accomplished as governments over the years. We have the first enhanced driver's license in North America and across the country. And that was possible because of the cooperation between the province and the state of Washington. Shortly, you'll be celebrating Thanksgiving Day. Congratulations. We do it at a different time. I've never been able to figure that one out. However, Governor, that means people from your state will enjoy recreation and opportunities in Canada over the next 4 or 5 days in British Columbia as they celebrate Thanksgiving. And we, of course, will go south to do the same, to visit relatives and friends at Christmas. And to have that border move efficiently just gives us more time to enjoy what we want to enjoy and see our loved ones. I'm proud of the climate change piece that we worked on, and that's a piece of work, as you mentioned, that has to continue. We have a memorandum of understanding and participation in the Western Climate Initiative with you, which was very much the leadership and the support for the electric cars, for the leadership of Washington State at that table. We've been members of the Pacific Coast Collaborative from Alaska to California, and we will continue, I know, under this Premier, producing agreements that continue to lead the way in addressing climate change. And last summer, our government signed an agreement to create a Cascadia Innovation Corridor, again with your state government, to promote regional economic opportunities in the tech sector. That's really something to be proud of. The two jurisdictions in two different countries can cooperate and collaborate at such a high level. We do have moments of disagreements, and that happens between friends. But we've been able to put aside those things that could divide us and focus on our shared values. I would be remiss as a former Minister of Forest in this province in not thanking you personally and thanking the legislators that were there back in 05 and 06 that when we were having difficulty negotiating a new softwood lumber agreement, stepped up and helped us in Washington, D.C., in a cooperative relationship between both sides of the border, and with your industry that really were the other catalyst to help people get to the table to make an agreement. As you said last year, Governor, we have a rich history together and proven that we are stronger when we collaborate through talent, transportation, and innovation. We will strengthen our economies and promote prosperity for the entire region. I couldn't agree more. So I welcome you, Governor, to the legislature and thank you for your friendship of Washington as we work together to make sure both of us, albeit without the one division about which kids look better, build a future of improving the climate and the environment for the next generation to come, our grandchildren, their children, and their children. Thank you, Governor.